Good morning. We are here with Irena Vanenkova. She's the president of the IMI, the International Mediation Institute. We thank you really for this interview.
It's my pleasure, and I thank you for doing this interview because it's an opportunity to say thank you for the hostess of this wonderful conference, and also to say that International Mediation Institute is celebrating 10 years this year. It's so exciting, unbelievable. It's just like yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would like to know what do you think about how can the Spanish people get to the International Mediation Institute? Why should be a reason for us to get into the International Mediation Institute?
You're talking about Spanish people or Spanish mediators or Spanish?
No, Spanish mediators, of course.
Yes.
Sure.
It is called International Mediation Institute, but I should say that it is not a usual organization by mediators for mediators. 10 years ago, it was created. Tell me if I'm speaking too fast, okay?
Yeah, you're great.
Yeah?
Thank you.
It was created for users, for those who need mediation, who use mediation, and is driven by users. And to say that the tool to make mediation known, trusted, and accepted is the quality assurance. And the quality assurance was created as IMI certification of the competency and experience of mediators. So it's a kind of a long answer to a short question, but to be distinguished for your competency and experience, and also to support the movement of mediation becoming mainstream. Like people will think about this when they think, oh, I have a deal to make or I have some conflict coming, why don't I use mediation? So that means mainstream, and also become mediation a global. It would be first global recognized profession. So that is the support from mediators that we need, so they can show their competency and quality and dedication for their professional development and continue to provide competent and experienced services to those who need them. That's probably not why, but it is like President Kennedy said, it's not that what America can do for us, but what we can do for America. And one of our mediators said, it's not what mediation can do for me, it's not what International Mediation Institute can do for me, but what can we do to support IMI to help mediation to grow and to be not like a stepdaughter, but on the same level as all negotiation and dispute resolution processes.
Oh, that's it's really interesting. Actually, I would like to be.
Yes.
Yeah, how if a mediator, a Spanish mediator, wants to be one in the International Mediation Institute, what I have to do to get in the International Mediation Institute?
If a Spanish mediator would like to be IMI certified as a mediator, then that mediator should be assessed, because the core of IMI certification is the performance-based assessment, and that means that the real skills and knowledge is shown. It's not on paper. It's in real work, whether it is a role play or it is in the real mediation when observers are present on the mediation via Skype or video or in the room itself. And these assessment programs are done by the qualifying assessment programs which are approved by IMI. And you're lucky because in Spain, in Madrid, you have two qualifying assessment programs, and one of them is Mediation International, Kevin, who organizes this wonderful summit.
Oh, okay.
So you need to have more than 20 mediations behind your belt.
Yeah.
So, and the three main assessment criteria would be in your skills, knowledge, and experience. And knowledge and skills will be either in a role play or in real mediation. And that's it. It's very easy. But one of the unique features of IMI certification also is, together with the performance-based assessment, is feedback digest. This is the unique feature because when IMI was established 10 years ago, users wanted to know everything about mediators. They wanted to know what mediations they do, who were the parties, what was the outcome, and as a mediator, you know what reaction we got from mediators and say, no way, this is confidential. Some parties didn't even want to know, others to know that they had mediation. So we were trying to work out how to meet all the needs. And we created a feedback digest, which is the summary, without any confidential information, the summary of feedback of the users. And it is not evaluation, it's not a reference, it's nothing of the kind. It is just a description of the experience of the participants in mediation, so they can relate to the others what was the experience with the mediator, because mediators are different, their style is different, their way of conducting mediation is different, not only per mediator but per mediation as well. The same mediator can do it differently. So, and this gives an information, inside information for the users to make informed decisions. Which mediator to use and whether to use a mediation. And I can tell you that users say that this is the thing they read to make it easy, because it's not about the best mediator. We're not talking about prima donnas or generals or pop stars or whatever. It is about the suitable mediator for this particular issue, whether it is negotiation or dispute resolution. So that's how. So you go through the qualifying assessment program, you are qualified for IMI certification, and then your profile is verified, and that's it. It's very easy and very simple, I would say, because
and you explained it's very, very easy.
It's not complicated. The complicated thing here is the attitude. If you think that getting feedback is something out of the some mediators are complaining that they cannot get feedback, and other mediators, we have 486 IMI certified mediators right now. They did it, and when I started to mediate, the first thing I asked the parties, I asked them for the feedback, because it's very important to know.
It's the only thing to know to actually to get better. If you don't know how's the feedback,
because you don't have anyone there, you just you and the parties. So you need to know how they felt, because sometimes you thought that you did something right,
and it's not.
It didn't work, and you wonder why. And then when parties talk to you or write to you, then you find out, so you didn't know
you didn't
that
feel that the way I felt it.
Yes, and it's very important. And so this is a very simple process, and committed mediators really get it. And we really would like to have more Spanish mediators in IMI certification, because it's not a provider organization, it's not a panel. It is the tool for the users first to find, not first, but to find the right mediator, but first to persuade the other, especially for multinational companies. They suggest mediation, but companies in the countries they work, they never heard about mediation. And they don't know who mediators are. So IMI is existing to help them. First of all, when they say, let's try mediation, and there is a portal where you can find some information, and we make it very, very simple. new to mediation, you just go there and there are some information and links to more detailed information. And also they say you just look at the IMI certified mediators. This is the level of mediators we would like. You can choose any IMI certified mediators and we agree. So that's the way to get people to mediation. And that's the most important thing for the users, because to get to mediation is something very difficult. And when mediators are talking about, oh, there's not enough mediations and I got only this and that, but you understand that mediators are talking about 1% of all potential mediations which could have happened. So only 1 in 10 mediations are really happening. So that's the mission, so to say. We're on the mission, and we would like to have Spanish, not only mediators to be IMI certified, but also Spanish companies to support the movement.
That's
and
the most important thing.
probably the language is, I wouldn't say barrier, but we are working on the multi-language website, and probably an idea could be to have IMI Espanol or Spanish speaking. Like, for example, the movement is to have the IMI Lingua Portuguesa, for example, or Lusophonous, or Russian speaking, or something. So probably instead of region, we will concentrate on language, and we will have.
So you do all Latin American countries in Spain.
And have a website in Spanish. I understand there are some peculiarities in speaking in different countries, but I mean, for the Spanish-speaking countries, there could be the search engine for companies, Spanish companies, in Spanish-speaking world. So that would be really, really great. And I hope during this summit, and we were talking with the mayor of Madrid, and so there is fantastic work which is going on here, great mediators, and that would be good if we can make a little first step on a big road to have Spanish mediators inside, and Spanish companies and other stakeholders. We call them stakeholders. I don't know why they're called stakeholders, but all people who are connected to mediation and participate in mediation potentially and every day. So that would be really, really great.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, and congratulations for your 10 years and for this wonderful work you're doing in IMI. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.